Ooh, new website. What's this? Hello everyone, I'm Stardust and welcome to another discussion video of mine. This video we will be talking about a couple of topics. First, regarding a couple of leaks on Sonic Frontiers' possible price and file size, and then the main news of the video, a discovery of a new page for the official Japanese Sonic website, Project Sonic 22. However, before we begin, I just want to say this. I was wrong about the model in the last video. People have been making comparisons between the model in the screenshot and Forces on Twitter, and it has been confirmed by one user that in the screenshot used of Sega of Japan's Instagram post, which has been deleted now mind you, that it was using the Forces model after all. So it really was Yanko the shot playing with my eyes in the end. However, it's not necessarily end of the world if Frontiers ends up using the Forces model, mind you. What really matters here is how they animate the model. If it's just lazy work and just reused animations that just don't work out, then it could be a problem most concerning indeed. This was a problem with Forces as well, as it looks like they just pasted Lost World's animations and just removed the blurry feet he had in that game, which as a result makes it look awkward to say the least. However, if they're willing to put in the work to make Sonic's animation charming and quite outstanding at that, like the rest of the game, I believe using the Forces model in that case is perfectly fine. Hell, for all I care, they could just use the Sonic Jam model even from all the way back in 1997 and it could still work. Regardless, whether or not Sonic's model is new or reused is still yet to be seen. I know I may possibly sound like I'm in denial of this, but there's nothing saying that this screenshot is of the final build for the game. If I remember correctly, Sonic Colors Ultimate used old builds for it back when it was being shown from Sonic Central all the way to its release, and it looked terrible. So for all we know, it's either not final or somehow it's actually what we should expect for the model of Sonic in Frontiers. I suppose we'll have to wait and see to find out, for better or for worse. But I digress. Now, with all that off my chest and out of the way, let us begin, shall we? On January 16th, a user that goes by the @ Sonic_Frontier on Twitter tweeted about listings for the game on the website game.uk. It lists the prices for all versions of the game for £65, with the Switch version being the sole exception to that, where it's only £60. While it is possible these prices are placeholder, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out not to be the case, given we were told that they are focusing on quality and that they think it is important to maintain the price by maintaining the value of the Sonic IP at high level rather than just simply lowering the price at an early stage to increase the number of unit sales, given what we know from the investor Q&A. If you do not know what that roughly translates to, basically they are giving the game a bigger budget this time round, or so it would seem from all the signs of late. And a bigger budget means the game will be more of quality and more expensive. These video games are going to get so expensive to the point where I could just buy a whole house with the money. However, there's one key point I feel everyone just sort of overlooked here a little. There is a listing for a PlayStation 5 version of the game here, which means the current gen consoles will get their own versions with some enhancements to them. Both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, I would imagine, meaning they are the strongest version of Sonic Frontiers as well, while the Switch version is weakest in comparison, which is also why it is £60. On another note, the file size for Sonic Frontiers has also potentially been found as reported by @thechow channel on Twitter. The report is as follows. A follower and user on Instagram under the name of at Sonic the Hedgehog 18. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, by the way. Found on the Xbox Store a Sonic Frontiers page where you can watch the trailer and see the regular information on the game. But what he found is the potential size of the game, which is approximately 85.1 gigabytes. Interestingly enough, that wasn't the actual size last week. The size was over 200 gigabytes. So this may be a placeholder, so take this with a grain of salt. With how this game is going to be open world, a big file size should be expected. This is quite an ambitious title as well, being made by an ambitious team after all. However, it's crazy to think it could have been over 200 gigabytes. Oh my goodness. A game that big takes up about a quarter of the PlayStation 5 storage. Oh my goodness gracious. But thankfully that doesn't seem to be the case though, as stated by the report. Now for the main news. As of today, January 19th, a tweet was made talking about a new page on the official Japanese Sonic website with Project Sonic 22. However, just like with the Sonic Frontiers page before the Game Awards back on 10th of December last year, we cannot access the page, so we really don't know what the page looks like. However, according to Google, it will open in 2 days, which is next Friday on the 21st of January. Now, I know you may have seen this little image right here, and like I originally thought, you may be thinking, wait, does this mean we're getting new Sonic Frontiers news soon? Because I see Sonic Frontiers as a background here. Well, no. A reply by Tails channel tells us so, as they explain. The post is to announce Sonic's promotional tagline for 2022 in Japan. It's similar to Sonic 30th last year and Sonic 2020 the year before. There is no major announcement concerning Frontiers here. So I humbly apologise if you clicked this video thinking this Project Sonic 22 was going to have something to do with Frontiers because the talk surrounded it or something off the like. I really am. Let's try to end this video on a more positive note then. A user on Twitter tweeted to Katie, who manages the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter accounts, "What happened to the development of Sonic Origins? Will any info be released towards the end of the year? I'm getting very worried, but I love Sonic and am a fan of him, but I don't want the collection to be cancelled." And then she responds to the tweet with, "I don't have any news to share right now, but I promise we have not forgotten about this title and it is not cancelled." Pretty much confirming that Sonic Origins is still a thing and it's not cancelled at all. It's wonderful to hear this, considering they were rather quiet regarding this collection and people were wondering if it actually had been scrapped. But thankfully that does not seem to be the case at all. I really do hope that Sonic Origins will add features that makes this specific collection stand out though. I mean, playing through as Tails and Knuckles in Sonic 1 and 2 is kind of neat, but we can already do that in the mobile ports, as well as ROM hacks and various other means of playing Sonic 1. However, if there's any sort of features that are an absolute must for me, it's being able to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles as one game and not in their separate forms at least. Also, being able to customize its soundtrack with Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and even the prototype's unique tracks would be really nice. I mean, I really enjoy the prototype tracks, so hearing Launchbase Act 2's prototype track while playing through the act on Sonic Origins would be really nice. I definitely expect to be able to switch between the Japanese and US soundtracks for Sonic CD though. I mean, that was a thing in the Taxman port, and so I expect it to be the same case for Sonic Origins when it releases eventually. Either way, I hope the ports will be the best they can be for when Sonic Origins eventually releases, which I expect to happen out of nowhere given where things are going with like a single trailer just announcing that it's out now, or alternatively, pre-orders available now. But that's what I think anyways. I do believe that covers it for this video. So what do you think of this news? Are you disappointed that this new Project Sonic 22 website didn't have anything to do with Sonic Frontiers? Or are you just not bothered by it at all? And are you glad Sonic Origins is still a thing? Let me know what you think and much more in the comments section below. With that all said, thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to join the Stellar Crew, you can do that by subscribing below and ringing that bell. I have a Discord with all my sources in the description below. With that all said, I will see you all next video. Until then, bye bye!